Brooksaw Antiques here. Today we have this 1970 Smith Corona Classic 10 vintage portable typewriter. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. The color is Star Mist Blue, very pretty. Up top is the adjustable paper guide. This helps you guide the page in straight. I'm going to line that up with the edge of the platen, which is the main roller that feeds the paper, and your margins are above that. I'm going to set this left one on 0 and this right one on 75. That's about the length of the page, and this is the paper support arm that flips up from the back. And this is the paper bell that sits on top and holds the page down. It's got 2 adjustable rollers. Once you hear the bell, you're at the end of the margin. You have to slide space, get you back to the beginning. It skips 1, 2, or 3. Right now we have it on single, but if you want double, there's a switch right here. You flip that back one, it skips 2. One more, it skips 3. We're going to keep that on single for now and finish typing. As you can see, all the keys type nice and none of them skip or stick. I'll type a sentence in red on the next line to switch from black to red. There's a switch on the right side here. You flip it all the way down, it prints the bottom portion of the ribbon. When you have it in the middle, it doesn't print any ink at all. It just leaves a stencil for copying purposes. And when you have it on top, it prints the top portion of the ribbon, which is black. We're going to move that down to red. Beautiful typing machine, excellent condition, functioning and cosmetic. One of the most popular models of all time. It's, as far as typewriters go, it's got the shell. It comes in a classic 10 as well, and sterling and all kinds of other. But it's very popular. It's very easy to use and it's reliable. It's got, most typewriters don't have these colors, except these come in a very pretty color. So very popular. And actually, I would use this as a daily typewriter even to this day, over a lot of other typewriters, just because of the reliability, and the print looks really good. It's just nice and crisp. We're gonna put this back to black. We're gonna put this switch forward. It's the paper release. Allows you to pull the page out easier, load thicker paper like carbon copy or cardstock. Make sure you flip that back before you load the next page, or else it won't load correctly. We're gonna flip that down for now. Shift on each side and shift lock on the left. To clear that, just hit the shift button again. Backspace on the left side, works good. Touch control on the left, low, medium, and high. The higher you go, the more tension there is when you hit the keys. They do respond faster, but you gotta hit them harder. The lower you go, you don't have to hit them as hard, but they don't respond as fast. One unique function on this that I don't think any other typewriter has is a power space. You hit that, and it basically power spaces it like a machine gun all the way to the end. Your tab is up top here. Right now we should have one tab set in the middle somewhere. To clear that, hit the clear button to the right side. Now we don't have any, but I always like to keep one tab set somewhere near the middle. I'll set one right there. That way, when you hit that tab button, it doesn't go slamming all the way to the end, causing wear and tear on your typewriter. This one has pretty good drag, and if you want to increase that, there's a little thing underneath. You have to take this plate off. You can actually maybe access it right here. You put a little bit of oil in there, and it'll speed up that tab. I like a lot of drag because I don't like it slamming. It just makes a lot of, wear and tear and noise. Another unique function on this is when you have like more than one key stuck. If you hit the keys too fast, sometimes it gets stuck like that. And you have to do one at a time with the typewriter. And if you get them stuck like that, you can just hit this button here, and it brings them down. Usually it's meant for just 1 or 2. I guess if you have that many bunched up, it won't work. Maybe even 2. I don't know. You don't really need it. It's just so you don't get your fingers, ink on your fingers. I guess that's what that's for. MR stands for margin release. When you get to the end of the margin, it blocks you from typing. And if you hit that MR on the right side here, it'll allow you to go all the way to the end. That works good. The hood slides to the front like that. All the brand new ribbons loaded on the left side, so it's pulling to the right. If you want to switch that direction, there's a little lever here. You just push it to the back to pull to the left. Counterclockwise to push it, put it forward or up, and it goes clockwise to the right. That's the direction we want it to go. Carriage release on each side. If you've seen any of my videos on these, it's the one design flaw on these that I don't like, because these things break. They're made out of hard plastic, and I do reproduce these with my 3D printer. If you need one, if you need an extra replica, check out my shop. They're pretty cheap, and since they don't make them anymore, that's pretty much the only way you can get them. These are the originals on this one, though. These haven't broken off. This is your carriage lock, right where my thumb is here. And this will lock the carriage in the middle, so when you have it in the carrying case, it doesn't damage your carriage or the escapement. This is the carriage release on this side, the original. And this button right here, if you push it in, it'll disable the spacing so you can get to an exact spot on the page. You let it go, you get those clicks. And the same concept with this lever on the inside here. You push it down, it disables the clicks. And one thing that a lot of people probably don't use is this page gauge. So this, if you set it right there, there's like a little line where 11 is, and you load the page, it'll let you know on the inside when you're getting close to the end of the page. So it just lets you know how much page you got left on the bottom. And that's it. Now available on eBay or Etsy. Search Brooksaw Antiques.